Hey guys, welcome to another unlimited buffet video. This time we went to a restaurant in Turbhe that along with its affordable and impressive buffet also boasts a lively garden ambience. In today's video, we have reviewed their lunch buffet. So do watch the video and let's get started. So name of the restaurant is Mandar Garden. It's a resto bar as well as a massive garden space that can host parties and other events. We came across this restaurant on Google while searching for some good buffet restaurants in Navi Mumbai. And what grabbed our attention was their amazing buffet deal. So let's get straight to the food. Starting with the welcome drinks, they served us a barman special mocktail and it was presented beautifully. It had softly blended layers of kiwi and raspberry. Loved the intricate details like the lemon slice resembling a sunflower. It was a refreshing start to the lunch buffet. The buffet includes one soup. They served veg and chicken manchow soup and both of them looked amazing. The soup had a deep reddish brown color and a beautiful velvety consistency. Both the soups were prominently spicy and delicious. The non-vegetarian soup had finely shredded chicken and egg pieces, and it had a lovely balance of tangy and spicy flavors. They also served the typical crispy fried noodles that added a nice crunch to the soup. Overall, the soups were very comforting and appetizing, with zingy flavors coming from garlic and soy sauce. By the way, the buffet menu prices and the options are different for Monday to Thursday and Friday to Sunday. So do check it out. We have shared it in the video. Next up, let's talk about the starters. And they were my favorite part of the buffet menu. Here's some Szechuan sauce, green chili chutney and lemon slice for the starters. Let's get to each one of them, starting with this chicken tawa fry. These were bite-sized pieces of boneless chicken cooked on a tawa with Indian spices and herbs like curry leaves. It had a very chatpata and masaledar flavor and the chicken was cooked perfectly. Next up is this egg tawa fry. A simple dish where slices of boiled eggs are sautéed and pan-fried with Indian masalas. The boiled egg sizes were perfectly coated with seasoning. It was moderately spicy and had a nice blend of pepper and garlic. The menu included both Asian and Indian varieties. And next up we have this mushroom chili. Chunky pieces of button mushrooms and other vegetables like capsicum and bell peppers were sautéed in a beautiful Asian gravy. The gravy had a lovely typical Indian Chinese flavor with a strong hint of garlic and ginger. It was very addictive. The mushrooms were cooked perfectly. They were juicy and tender, while the peppers and capsicum had a refreshing crunch. Next up, one of the best parts of this buffet is that they serve surmai or kingfish from Friday to Sunday, and I think it's an amazing deal. That tawa fried surmai looked amazing with the vibrant red color. It was coated with generous amount of masala and tempered with some curry leaves. Texture-wise, the surmai was cooked perfectly and it had soaked in all the flavors of marination. It was bold on spices and had a nice blend of Indian flavors. And it was going well with the mint chutney. This is one of the rare buffet restaurants that includes Indian style fish fry in their menu. Next up are these fish fingers which we had with the Szechuan sauce. The fish meat was coated with crispy breadcrumbs, so it had a crunchy covering and the fish inside was cooked perfectly. These were like the perfect finger food and very easy to munch on. Next up in the vegetarian section, we have these hara-bhara kebabs. They looked very tempting and beautiful. Love how they have curated the menu with OG Indian favorites. The hara-bhara kebabs had a moist and perfectly cooked filling with finely chopped vegetables like carrots, green peas, potatoes, palak and some flour for binding. Next up we have these aloo corn tikkis, which is again a vegetarian patty made with potatoes and corn. It was really flavorful, moderately spicy and tasting great with the mint chutney. Overall, the texture of mashed potatoes and corn was quite satisfying. The exteriors were crispy and had a nice seasoning of chaat masala. Next up, here's some soya bean chili. The preparation was similar to that of the mushroom dish. The soya bean nuggets were cooked perfectly and they had soaked in all the flavors of the Chinese sauces. They were tender and juicy. The addition of peppers and spring onions was adding a nice freshness to the dish. Next up we have these corn cheese balls. These crispy deep fried balls looked amazing with the shredded cheese on top. They had a beautiful golden brown covering and the interiors were stuffed with generous amount of cheese and mashed corn. Overall, corn and cheese is in itself a delicious combination and the crispy covering was enhancing the taste. Next up, the tandoor starters included this vibrant looking chicken tikka. These perfectly sized boneless pieces of chicken were cooked in a tandoor and they had beautiful char marks over them. The chicken was cooked nicely, it was juicy and tender and they were beautifully marinated throughout. I had these with the mint chutney and it tasted really sumptuous. The tikkas had a smoky tandoori flavor and they were pairing well with the refreshing mint chutney and some squeeze of lemon. The level of spiciness was perfect, just enough to ignite your palate. Next up in the vegetarian section we had these paneer tikkas. The quality of paneer was great and it was tenderly cooked throughout. The bold flavors of marination and tandoor were perfectly complementing the subtle paneer cubes. Overall, majority of the dishes from the starter sections were really delicious and we loved it. The buffet also includes typical Indian green salad that goes well with the desi menu. Next up is the main course. We tasted a bit of everything. The non-vegetarian curries included the Malwani style chicken curry along with chicken lapeta, and the vegetarian ones included mixed veg and paneer handi. They will serve you your choice of bread like roti or naan. And the rice section included chicken biryani in non-veg and dal rice in the vegetarian one. Starting with the curries, first up I had the mixed veg. The vegetable gravy was subtle on spices and had a slightly sweet flavor coming from the onions. It was loaded with vegetables like green peas, carrots, French beans, capsicum and some paneer cubes. Overall, enjoyed the taste. Next up, I had a piece of chicken lapeta. The gravy looked really delicious with its deep brown color. The chicken pieces were cooked thoroughly and they had soaked in all the flavors. The gravy had a beautiful smoky taste which comes from dry roasted coconut and Indian spices. Overall, it was tasting yummy with the tandoor roti. Next up, here's the Malwani style chicken curry. This one has a thin consistency and it's bold on flavors. It had a strong hint of dry coconut and red chilies. You could smell the fiery aroma, and it had a tari over it, which is the oily glaze. Overall, loved the flavorful curries, and everything was served piping hot. In the vegetarian section, the dal was really delicious. It was comforting and flavorfully balanced. Next up is this lovely chicken biryani. Biryanis again are one of the best parts of unlimited buffets. It was made in a very authentic way with perfectly cooked basmati rice, chunky pieces of chicken, coarsely ground Indian spices, and those deep fried onions. Overall, the biryani had the perfect ratio of rice and masala. Taste-wise, the biryani was absolutely delicious. It was moderately spicy, and the caramelized onions were adding a nice sweet flavor to the dish. The chicken pieces were cooked perfectly and they were moist. Overall, it had a slight hint of saffron as well, and we thoroughly enjoyed having it. They have a limited dessert section with ice cream and gulab jamuns. But price and taste wise, the entire buffet menu is totally worth it. It was a good quality strawberry ice cream, and we really relished it after that beautiful savory meal. Here's some sneak peek from their kitchen. Talking about the ambience, it consists of two parts, the interior seating area at the restaurant and the garden area. We were here for lunch, so we had food at the restaurant. The ambience is quite warm and cozy, with just the right amount of natural lighting. Here's the buffet setup. They have a bar as well. You can enjoy their garden section while having the dinner buffets. They have a buffet setup outdoors as well. There's some live music and the vibe is really great. Now let's talk about the pricing. So here's the menu for Monday to Thursday, and this one is for Friday to Sunday. Overall, it was a lovely meal. So that was our experience at Mandar Garden. If you loved this video, then do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification, and we will see you in the next vlog. Goodbye.